My grandmother often shared her favorite story from her youth when everything seemed to cost less. However, over time, prices kept rising, a trend she attributed to government mismanagement. According to her, these bureaucrats had no clue how to control prices, and her complaints could last for hours whenever she recounted this tale to me. This reactive mindset, focusing on external factors like inflation beyond one's control, is common. In contrast, proactive individuals understand that dwelling on such issues doesn't solve anything. They focus instead on what they can influence. For instance, in business, instead of lamenting how modern consumers don't value quality products or criticizing government regulations, a proactive entrepreneur focuses on improving their product to make it indispensable to customers. Do you realize the level of responsibility, dedication, and hard work required to ask such questions? However, our brain often defaults to seeking minimal effort, which is why many focus on uncontrollable factors rather than actionable ones. The first habit is to be proactive. Imagine attending a unique funeral, your own. Reflect on what you'd like to be remembered for. Are your actions aligned with that vision? For instance, if you aspire to be seen as a good spouse, how does coming home and being negative towards your partner affect that? Almost all of us need to adjust our lives when confronted with this question. The second habit is to begin with the end in mind. If I were to ask you what's most important to you, you'd likely mention your well-being, relationships, family, spouse, or children. You wouldn't say organizing papers or watching TV, yet many spend more time on such trivial tasks than on essential activities like health, family, or personal growth. The third habit is to put first things first. Imagine both of us being authors with access to an online audience of 100,000 people. I read your book, love it, and share it with my audience, boosting your sales. You notice and reciprocate, benefiting both of us. This cooperative approach is far more effective than acting out of self-interest. The fourth habit is to think win-win. To subscribe to my channel, I've put in countless hours of hard work. But what matters isn't my effort, it's whether my content offers value to you and why you should invest your time in subscribing. The fifth habit is to seek first to understand, then to be understood. Imagine two people unable to reach apples on a tree. By working together, they can gather all 5 apples. This synergy creates results greater than individual efforts. While synergy isn't possible with everyone, seeking such opportunities fosters greater success. The sixth habit is to synergize. Consider a man struggling to cut a tree. His neighbor suggests sharpening the saw to cut faster. Initially hesitant due to the time it takes to sharpen, he eventually sees the benefit. We often overlook such simple yet effective strategies in our pursuit of quick fixes. The seventh habit is to sharpen the saw. These are the 7 habits of highly effective people, as outlined by Covey.